Deep in the frozen forests of the north, there's something that waits, something older than memory, and something older than man. A creature born from endless hunger, winter's cruel bite, and the darkest corners of human desperation. Today we're going to dive into the terrifying legend of the Wendigo. The Wendigo comes from oral traditions of the Algonquin tribes. So like the Cree, the Ojibwe, and the Algonquin people. To them, the Wendigo was not just a monster, it was a warning. This creature is said to stalk the northern forests of the United States and Canada, especially during the harsh winters when food is scarce. Its appearance is as grotesque as it is terrifying. Sunken eyes, sharp daggery teeth, and gaunt and skeletal. It has grayish, decaying skin, said to be over 15 feet tall, you guys. And it has antlers sprouting from its skull. In other stories, its appearance looks more human. There's one thing all of the stories have in common. Its hunger never ends. The Wendigo is a spirit of insatiable greed and cannibalism. Yes, you guys, cannibalism. According to legend, when a person consumed the flesh of another person because they were so hungry in the winters back in the day, ew, that's disgusting to even think. But it is said that when they do this, the Wendigo spirit can enter them, twisting their humanity into a monstrous hunger. It is said that the more they ate, the more the Wendigo grew stronger, larger, and hungrier. It's a reminder that no matter how desperate we are, some taboos, once crossed, consume us entirely. Now that we've talked about the legend of the Wendigo, now we're going to talk about real life encounters that people are said to have had with this creature. Legends don't always stay buried in folklore. Over the centuries, sightings of the Wendigo have sprouted up across the northern wilderness. Hunters, trappers, and even campers have reported being stalked by a monstrous figure. They tell stories of being stalked by something unnatural in the woods. One of the most infamous real-world cases tied to the Wendigo is to be tied to a man named Swift Runner. He was a Cree man born in Alberta in 1870s. Months later, he came back to civilization, and it was discovered that he unalived and consumed his family, his wife and his children, even though there was food supplies not too far, about 2 miles away, emergency supplies. Swift Runner claimed that he was possessed by a Wendigo spirit. The locals believed him, but he was executed in 1879, and a lot of people believe that that just proves that this Wendigo spirit is not a myth, but it's real. They not only believe that it's real, but they believe that it is a curse that can infect the desperate. The modern day encounters are just as chilling. I'm going to tell you a story that happened in 2019. A group of hunters in Manitoba reported hearing an inhumane, guttural screaming sound echoing throughout the forest. Something deeper, hungrier, and more guttural than any animal that could ever be in the forest. They fled the area, but one of those hunters claimed that they saw a gaunt figure towering 15 feet tall, watching them and stalking them from a distance, and his eyes were beet fucking red. He claimed that his eyes were glowing like embers in the dark. Others have told stories of being followed when they're walking through the forest. Footsteps follow behind them and stop when they stop. They will hear whispers in the wind calling their name. These are some of the signs that a Wendigo is near. The feeling of isolation, a deep hunger for something, being hunted by something that you will never escape. The Wendigo is more than just a creature. It's also a reflection of human darkness and how vile and messed up some humans can be. It represents greed, gluttony, and the price of survival at any cost. Really think about it, you guys. What would you do if you were stranded in the wilderness, in the dark, with nowhere to go, no food in sight? How would you survive? How far would you go to survive? And that is where the Wendigo lurks. The Wendigo lurks in the shadows of our most desperate choices. Some still say to this day that the Wendigo stalks the northern forest in the United States and Canada, desperate and searching for its next victim, someone desperate enough to fall into its curse. It is said that once you hear the scream, it's already too late. You've already been marked, and that hunger is coming for you. So remember, the next time you're in a forest on a bitterly cold day or night, remember one thing. If the trees go silent and if you feel eyes on you, and if you hear something calling your name from the dark, don't look back. Don't do anything, but run for your fucking lives. Because you might just meet the Wendigo, and it's always watching and waiting. Thank you so much for watching. Have you ever heard of the Wendigo and this creepy urban legend from native folklore? Let me know. Smash that like button and follow me so you don't miss any future spooky videos that I have in store for you guys. I love you so very much. If you are watching this from YouTube, once we hit 1K, you guys, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for you guys. As long as you're subscribed, you're liking and you're commenting, you're helping me grow. Love you so much. If you like the strange, dark, and mysterious, then you are in the right place. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.